Nils Politt responds to bullying accusations after Tour de France Stage 16 incident. Competitive tension erupted at the Tour de France. But was it bullying? Nils Politt has a firm answer. Absolutely not. The UAE Team Emirates-XRG domestique faced accusations of intimidating behavior during Stage 16 after being captured on camera shouting at riders attempting to join a breakaway group. But here's the twist. Politt insists he wasn't harassing anyone. He was actually enforcing cycling's unspoken rulebook to protect team strategy. Movistar's Ivan Romeo was among those receiving verbal warnings during the high-octane opening hour, where riders aggressively tried bridging to a three-cyclist lead group. Politt maintained his sole focus was controlling the race dynamics for superstar teammate Tadej Pogačar's benefit. And this is the part that sparks debate. While some view such interventions as necessary racecraft, others see policing tactics as borderline intimidation. Where do you stand? Should veteran riders enforce peloton etiquette through strong warnings, or does this cross into unacceptable behavior? Share your take in the comments. Pogačar, Tour de France's new patron. The controversy explained. Tadej Pogačar, and the WTO podcaster and an online sponsor here on Exercise. His charismatic vision graces everyone his calling style has betrayed him, hinting at signs of arrogance. This is particularly true when considering his world ranking, being the top contender in the dog-eat-dog world of cycling. While many riders acknowledge his dominance, some argue he's becoming too self-assured. Pogačar has responded by emphasizing that arrogance is one thing, winning the Tour is another, and that he believes his focus on calming the race and making it easy is the key to maintaining his reputation. Despite his success and public scrutiny, he remains calm and patient, suggesting that he doesn't need to become arrogant, only to take control of the stage. However, this is not the case for those who criticize him. Tom Dumoulin claims Pogačar is attacking Vingegaard unnecessarily, while French coach Thomas Voeckler points out UAE teammate Nils Politt was bossing the peloton during Mont Ventoux. Politt counters by saying they chased attacks that were coming when riders stopped for nature breaks, breaking an unwritten rule. There's also heated debate over whether Pogačar and UAE are taking on the role of a patron in the peloton, which would imply a strong man-like control over the group. Some argue this contradicts their current approach, while others see it as necessary for the peloton's growth. Meanwhile, Pogačar insists on a conservative style, allowing breakaways to occur naturally. He even jokes about his chocolate craving during Stage 17, which he couldn't satisfy. Whether this arrogance makes him a true patron of the peloton is still being debated. Decathlon's Accusations la Mondiale, Oliver Naesen, highlights that Pogačar wins when he wants to win, and that his team lets breakaways go. However, there's concern that his focus on winning too much could backfire during high-profile events like the Tour. Naesen warns Pogačar of his instincts, saying winning too much doesn't make him popular in France. Pogačar himself acknowledges his team's smart decision to allow breakaways, comparing it to a past strategy. Ultimately, the peloton continues to embrace the obvious. Pogačar is ultimately the one calling the shots. Tadej Pogačar responds to UAE accusations. Some people who say that should just keep quiet. Tadej Pogačar, the reigning champion, has recently addressed accusations of arrogance directed at his team, UAE Team Emirates, stating some individuals who make such claims should simply refrain from speaking. On a day where there was little to report in terms of racing, Pogačar faced a barrage of questions during the post-stage press conference. These inquiries revolved around the human rights issues in the UAE, the allegations of arrogance against his team, and his mental state as he prepares for the challenging mountain stages in the Alps that are set to unfold over the next couple days. Despite the wet and tense conditions, Pogačar successfully navigated through the day without losing any time, skillfully avoiding a chaotic sprint that took down several of his competitors. As he gears up for Thursday's stage, which features a daunting 505 meters of climbing and culminates at the formidable Col de la Loze, Pogačar is well aware that Team Visma Lease a Bike will be eager to challenge his grip on the yellow jersey. I anticipate that they will push the pace, join the breakaways, and really ramp it up on the first or second climb, especially on the Col de la Loze. I expect them to give it their all. I'll be prepared for them, Pogačar asserted confidently, likely aiming to play some psychological games to shake the confidence of the Dust team. This stage is crucial, and I hope to approach it in peak condition and seek redemption for what transpired 2 years ago when I lost significant time. I am genuinely looking forward to it. When unexpectedly questioned about the UAE's human rights record, which has highlighted considerable criticism, Pogačar opted for a more generalized response rather than delving into the specifics. Every time I visit the UAE, I notice improvement in sports infrastructure. The sporting scene is flourishing in the Emirates, which I believe is why they have established a team to promote a healthy lifestyle. Cycling is fundamentally a European sport, and they have made substantial investments in it. Over the past 5 or 6 years, I have observed an increasing number of people joining us for training there, and I take pride in that. Finally, Pogačar was confronted with repeated claims, particularly in recent days, regarding the perceived arrogance of UAE, especially concerning Nils Politt, aggressive chasing of seemingly unnecessary attacks. This behavior was highlighted during Politt's pursuit of Total Energy's Alexandre Delaterre on stage 16. Which prompted strong criticism from team manager Jean-René Bernadotte regarding the Emirati team's conduct in a race. Pogačar responded candidly, offering insight into the team's perspective, especially in what is their most significant event of the year. We are not aiming to come off as arrogant. Our goal is to simplify the race for ourselves. I believe that those who make such claims should just keep quiet. I understand this may come across as arrogant, but that is my honest opinion.